Me, Sonic. I was afraid I'd never be able to flirt with you again. Wonderful!
Alright, now we're in Sky Sanctuary for Classic. You know what, just say, first of all, every Act 1, it's gonna be with Classic just to get it out of the way. Because, believe it or not, I find the modern stages more fun than with Classic. I mean, I just love hearing the Classic remixes to all these tracks, except for Planet Wisp. Ugh, that was a terrible remake for both the level and the music. Ugh, and it's dreadful too. But I'll explain more when we get to that act. Yeah, so Sky Sanctuary, the music is just fantastic. And not only that, but unlocking the Red Star rings, they do serve a purpose. They're to unlock a bonus content, like extra music, things like that. You can actually change the music in the title screen. Like when you collect enough Red Star rings, you can change the music to whatever the track already has automatically. Just in case if you don't have a PlayStation 3, where you can do that manually, actually. But, here they give you options of which games you can pick from each Sonic game ever existed, including the spin-offs from the Genesis era to the modern era. So yeah, so you would get games from like Sonic and the Black Knight, music from like Sonic Spinball, etc. Yeah. Yeah, Sky Sanctuary, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I was a little bit disappointed that they went with Sky Sanctuary. I really wanted Ice Cap to represent Sonic 3, because Ice Cap, it's an ice stage. I understand everybody hates ice physics, I get that. But just hear me out. Sonic Generation's biggest flaws is that it has 4 city stages out of a possible 12. Nearly 33% of the game is all nothing but fucking city stages. That's a problem. Sky Sanctuary, yes, I mean, it's great, it's fantastic, great music, it also fits in with Knuckles. I get that. But I would have just preferred Ice Cap, because Sky Sanctuary has so many bottomless pits, and I'll point that out when you get to modern stage, but still, I would have just preferred Ice Cap, just to hear the remix, to see what SEGA would have came up with, as much as gimmicks, concepts. I'm just saying. Because we do not have one ice stage in this entire Generations pack. It's kind of a letdown. And we're already finished. Alright. That was fast. Yeah, like I said, I know all the routes here, so... And I practice a lot in this game, so yeah. Alright, I'll see you in the next act. Alright, now we're in Act 2 as Modern Sonic. Yeah, so basically right here, we're just, we're basically going to be in 3D most of the time, but then it'll shift to 2D. Yeah. And that's another thing that kind of annoys me too about the Dreamcast stages, is that there is some 2D even with Modern. Like, I don't really like that. Like, I understand Unleash, yeah, you transition from 3D to 2D, but those games all originally were in 3D. Why can't you just implement them all in 3D rather than just shifting to 2D as Modern Sonic? I always found that kind of annoying. Because all those stages were originally all 3D. There's no 2D period. Oh, this part's right here. And boosting in this area that's all nice and dark. Yeah, so Sky Sanctuary for Modern Sonic does have a lot of bottomless pits here and there. And that's kind of a flaw because you can't really boost much here. Unless you know where you're going. And I'm not a speedrunner who can beat this entire game at less than an hour. Who knows where all the routes are, what the fastest routes are, what the best strats are. You know, like, you just basically have the homing attack and that's it. Can't really boost much here. Yeah, but for Generations, I can understand the development team had no problems reusing assets from other games. Some of these assets they look familiar, like those rotating platforms. They were ripped straight out of Dragon Road from Sonic Unleashed. You know, so it wasn't difficult coming up with new concepts. Yeah. This is the last Sonic game, too, to have any originality when you think about it. Well, I know it's a Generations title here and there, I get that. Like, isn't that kind of cheap for a 20th anniversary? Well, not really. Like, what do you... Just, you know, what would you prefer Sega to come out with for Sonic's 20th birthday? You know, after the success of Colors, you know, Colors was so good, you know, they really couldn't have anything to follow up on that. So they came up with Generations, and I'm glad they did. He came up with the damn good game, which had so many high expectations, and now it's been almost a decade, and we haven't gotten a damn good Sonic game. Well, at the time of this record, I haven't heard anything about whatever the 30th anniversary game is, or anything for fucking 2020. Minus that crappy cloud gaming news that we got back in June. Alright, but we're already done already. Alright, and I'll see you in the next area for the boss fights. That should be fun.